it is. Don't you, Joe?
Well, no.
Look more closely.
The picture's getting older.
Focus, Joe.
It's him. The old Punch and Judy man. But you said Raymond was dead.
I said they show his tomb at Palmer.
But he must be 500. 700 years old.
With the power of the past and the future in his magic mind, and although his mind may be fading, untold other powers as well. Now do you see, you mutineering doddlehead, why I do not dare risk hurting or threatening the old man?
Yes. Well, if we could get a hold of this elixir thing, is it like a cough mixture? And put it on the market, I reckon it would sell like hotcakes.
Oh, cretinous, Joe. Are you still feeling mutinous?
Mutinous? Me? All I say is we still don't know why you're scrobbling all these clergymen.
The box has disappeared, either at Seeking's, perhaps at the Bishop's Palace in Tatchester, and until it is recovered, not one of them will be released.
But the morning paper, you've got the church all over the country up in arms. It's their service in the cathedral tonight. It's been held every year for 1,000 years. Naturally, they'll do everything to see it goes ahead.
If the box is not delivered to me by midnight tonight, I will stop their precious ceremony if it's the last thing I do.
Chief, I've got a suggestion. It says the Archbishop is offering a reward of £1,000 for the return of the bishop, with reduced sums for all the rest. Well, it's 25 quid even for a choir boy, and we've scrobbled a lot of those. Well, couldn't we, make a Christmas gesture before the whole world turns against us?
Get out!
There's one thing I can't understand, boss. I cannot for the life of me understand. That boy at Seeking's.
K. Harker.
Well, I don't see why Cole Horling shouldn't have given the box to him. Yet, he's the one person you leave unscrobbled.
Joe, I have it on authority of my pouncer that the boy is an idle muff. That the ageless and shrewd, eternally wise Cole Horlings would entrust the greatest magical device of all time to an insignificant brat is nonsense. Come, Joe. It is Christmas. Let us bury the hatchet. We shall have breakfast, and then I will go over to Tatchester Almshouse and deliver my Christmas lecture to the pensioners in my other persona, as the Reverend Bottledale. But we shall meet here again at 2:30 this afternoon to talk over our final plans.
Right. I shall also be here at 2:30, Mr. Abner Brown.
Hello, Master Harker. What is it this time?
Inspector, how would you like to win Archbishop's reward of £1,000?
And how do you think I might?
Go to the Tatchester Barracks, fall out the Tatchshire Blues, and raid the Chester Hills Missionary College. You'll find the missing clergyman there. I'm sure you will.
How you do run on about that college, Master Harker. Now, this is what is known in medical circles as an obsession. Have a bullseye.
Thank you.
It's too much studying, Master Harker. It's turned your mind. Cripes! We are giving police protection to the Tatchester Cathedral and all the clergy who are trying to reach it to save the midnight service. Who's this? Ah, now this Chief Constable is Master Harker. He's a very good lad, except for his obsession. Obsession? He cannot get it out of his mind that the Reverend Bottledale of our glee club is a master crook. Nonsense, boy. Eat your bullseye. Come along, Inspector. Sir. It's of the utmost urgency. It's a combined operation. Righto, driver.
Kay, we missed you at breakfast.
If you've been having adventures and leaving us out, do be quiet, Mariah. Kay, any news of Peter?
I'm afraid not. Hern the Hunter, please come, for I know now who is the key to all this trouble.
I know what you want, young Kay. You want to find Arnold of Toady.
Yes, it's his box, you see, and if it were returned to him, all this hunting for it and squabbling people for it would stop.
But Arnold of Toady went back into the past, and has been lost in it somewhere ever since.
Couldn't I find him?
Kay, the past is a great book with many, many pages. How could you find him?
With the box.
The box. It gives you the power to go into the past, but you cannot take it with you. He who dares goes at his own risk, and must find his own way back.
I'll take that risk.
You are very brave. There is one chance.
Anything.
It won't be quite you, but the shadow of you that goes. If we, from here, can call you strongly enough through the sleeping you that remains, you may, no certainty, but you may get back safely.
I'm ready.
Be careful. The you that goes will cast no shadow, and those you meet will not like that. Are you sure you want to go?
Yes.
Then sleep.
So what skulking Trojan is this trying to escape?
I'm not a Trojan. I'm from Conducet, England.
Captain! It's another of them! And he's got no shadow! Well, neither he has! Not a sign of a shadow! Well, that's bad luck, boy! For you! We'll soon settle him, Captain! One good whack with this will let the shadow out that's tucked away inside him. No! Let's hang the sculpin up by his heels till the shadow falls out of him! That's what I say! That's what you do with him! It's what you always say! Silence! The god of war smiles upon those who use their cunning. Once before, when we came upon a barbarian of this sort, how did we deal with him? We marooned him on the nearest island. Oh. Well, you have your orders. Obey!
No, please, no!
Cast off! Time, unkenned, unconned, as far away from Trebizond as Toady Weir. And this I ask, and fain would know, will now be in a day or so? Is this time next year now or no? Or did now happen long ago, long, long ago? And was tomorrow yesterday, or has it been and gone today? Will no one say? I wish someone would say. Ah, come, young man. Italiano? Francais?
No, English.
Well, turn around then. Not English, no. The English have tails. 'Tis well known the English have tails.
The English haven't got tails.
You have not, so you are not English. What year in Anno Domini is this?
1934.
1934. In the future or the present?
The present. I think.
What a thing is time. I've gotten quite lost in time.
I know, sir. You are Arnold or Toady.
I was once, but I would have none of it. I went back into the past.
But why?
Why? Because my own time was dull, of course.
Would you tell me how you got back into the past?
I made a box of delights. You know, a man once came all the way from Spain to offer me his elixir of life in return for my box, but I refused to give it, and now I know nor where it is, nor where I am.
Why did you refuse?
Forgotten. Seemed important at the time.
Sir, I have your box of delights, although it really belongs to the man who came to you with the elixir.
He lives on in your time. Then his elixir works. Magnificent. But as for my box, it's no more than a silly little toy.
A toy? A silly little... That box is very, very powerful and has caused no end of trouble in my own time and in my own town. If we would only come and take it back into ancient time, it wouldn't exist in our time anymore and no one could claim it.
Come back to...
Tatchai, England, 1934.
What a charming idea. But I don't want it.
You mean I've come all this way into the past for nothing? I nearly got myself killed by soldiers and little boats on big oceans. And now you say...
I do not want that box, and you, I must say, are an impertinent, ignorant, and insolent boy, because it is a matter of absolute fact, according to all the very best textbooks, that the English do have tails. You want the past? I'll send you back. Back where you'll never be found!
Learn the hunter!
Kane, come back!
But I can't get back. If only they all call for me.
Where's Kay? 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 Kay?
Kane!
Kay? 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 Kay?
Master Harker!
Kay?
Kay!
Kay?
Kane!
You must wake up, Kay!
Kay? Kay?
Kane!
you must wake up!
Kay, are you alright? Kay, are you there? Oh, really, Kay? Kay, do wake up. It's time for lunch. Kay! What a lot of groaning and yelping. Were you having a dream?
It seemed very real. Thanks, Jemima. Thanks for calling me back.
Well, come along. It's after 1 o'clock.
And I have a very important appointment at 2:30.
What did you say?
I said, while you were off giving a sermon for the pensioners, I made up my mind.
I didn't know you had a mind to make up.
Boss, tomorrow's Christmas Day. I want you to return all the captives tonight with a £10 note apiece from our last bank robbery. Then the whole thing will pass off as a rag, and it will tell in our favour if we come to be tried.
I see. Anything else?
Yes, if you're so full of magic, as you say you are, why don't you use your magic to find the missing box?
What do you want with me now?
Don't be pert with me, boy, or I'll send you back for another eternity under the waterfall. Tell the gentleman what Cole Hawlings has done with the box.
Given it to somebody to keep for him. He put spells around it. So, I don't know who.
Am I any nearer to getting the box?
You're very near to it. You shall have it under your hand today.
Under my hand?
Mm-hmm.
Under my hand today? And you tell me to give the whole thing up just when I'm within an ace of winning?
Let me go, can't you? Set me free from the waterfall.
Never! For you can see things from there that no one else can see. Anything you want to ask the boy, Joe?
Yeah, what's in this blessed box?
It can make you go small, and it can make you go swift, and it's full of wonders. Anything else?
What'll win the Grand National?
Kubadar by 7 lengths.
Get back to your waterfall! And I'll be very surprised if I ever let you out again. Well, Joe, I think you and I should take a little walk.
Now's my chance. I just need to get atop that crease on Abner's trouser leg. Now then, Abner Brown, go swiftly on.
My dungeons, my precious dungeons, deep, deep in the earth. And how is the dear bishop? Will you tell me where that package is?
You ruffian, I know nothing of any package. These pleasantries must cease.
Stubborn! You're all stubborn! But I am stubborn too, and the earth is stubborn. Whoever knows where the package is and tells me, you'll all be home by late tonight. If not, I will last, and the earth will last, but on dry bread and water I don't think you will. Joe, do you remember the cell we put the Earl into about 7 years ago, wasn't it? He didn't pay his ransom, did he? Step inside and see if his bones are still there.
Oh, yes. I remember the Earl. Very stubborn.
So, Joe, with the made-up mind, hot for mutiny. Stay here and rot forever! Ha 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 ha! Under my hand. I shall have the box today under my hand. Under my hand. Strange. Why do I think of that detestable child, Kay Harker? Why should he come into my mind now? Well, he'd better not come into my presence. Fear not, Abner. Time to count and enjoy your jewels.
I had to find somewhere to hide. I know. I'll wrap myself in that bit of cloth.
Pearls and diamonds. Oh, my rubies and sapphires. Every robbery, every raid on a wealthy house. But are you enough for what Abner plans? Well, let's check. 300,000. 400,000. 500,000. Enough for you to retire on, Abner. Do it. Do it today. Flit off to some far country and let the others go hang. I'd go this minute if I could only get my hands on that box. Drat it. But before I go, Sylvia. Do I take Sylvia, my pouncer? She has become a little too independent these days. Ambitions of her own, perhaps. Well, let us face her with it. And if she is civil, I may, perhaps, after all, take her along. And then, when I have decided about Sylvia, one last great wickedness before I go.
Last great wickedness. I've got to follow him. I've got to get out of here anyway. Come on, box. That's funny, I can't have... I have. I've lost it. Let me out. 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 Anyone. Let me out. Let me out.
Charles!
Shh. Follow me.
Hey, there's one thing on my conscience.
You see, Sylvia, my pouncer? I told you he was going to double-cross us. There's the boodle, all made up in his cash box.
False-hearted, treacherous Abner. About to flit off and leave me in the lurch.
Well, what? Not to put too fine a point on it, Sylvia, but that's exactly what we're going to do to him, eh?
It would serve him right if we just carried off the whole box full.
Too heavy and too conspicuous. My master key will soon resolve the matter. We shall conceal the jewels upon our persons.
No, everything together in our suitcase.
Certainly, my dear, whatever you say.
Yes, but do hurry, Charles. He may be back at any moment.
Oh, revenge for all these years of do this, Charles. Don't be such a fool, Charles. You dolt, Charles. There. Is that the lot?
No, there's still something.
It's only a bit of rag. A jeweller's cleaning rag or some such. There.
And now, away!